Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Dave's Top 3,000 Songs of the Rock Era. Today I'm up to song number 26, and it's another ballad. We've got five in a row. There's another one tomorrow. But today I'm featuring song number 2166, which is Always on My Mind by Willie Nelson. This one came out in 1982. Here's a picture of the single and was also released on his 1982 album of the same title, Always on My Mind. With a big picture of him in the middle. Looks like he's out in the mountains somewhere. I'm not sure where exactly. Anyway, here's a picture of Willie Nelson around the time he recorded it. I think you guys are probably all familiar with him. Considered one of the greatest country musicians, I'd say, of the latter half of the 20th century. And I think he's still even performing today. I'm not sure. But anyway, you'll hear it in a minute. I decided to feature this one at karaoke. It's a pretty beautiful song, I think. He didn't have the greatest voice, but a very beautiful song, I think. And what else can I say? I already featured a song by Willie Nelson. I featured it was actually a duet along with who was it? Julio Iglesias, I think, to All the Girls I've Loved Before. That was number 2756, another very pretty ballad. He had a lot of hits. I have several more coming up by him. A lot of country crossover hits. He was mostly a country musician. I'm not going to go through all his hits since I already featured one of them. But this song, maybe I think I should talk more about this song. Always on My Mind. Maybe I'll go back to my cover slide. You know, um, it was written in 1972 by Wayne Carson, Johnny Christopher, and Mark James. And the first recording was later that year by Brenda Lee. She had a country hit with it. It wasn't a crossover hit. It only went to number 45 on the country charts. But then, it was covered by many other artists afterwards. Elvis had the next big cover following year, 1973. His version again wasn't a pop hit, but it was a country hit. Went to number 16 country. It was a pop hit in four other countries though, just not in the USA. I don't know why. It wasn't released as a pop single here, I guess. I'm not sure why. And then John Wesley, yeah, I might as well show you the pictures of the covers. Yeah, this was Brenda Lee's version, I guess, released on Decca. And then this was Elvis's version, the single jacket. And then Wesley Riles, I guess I don't have a picture of his, but finally, yeah, Wesley Riles, yeah, went to number 20 country. And then there was one other crossover version. This one actually was not a country hit. He did, the Pet Shop Boys. They did a cover of the song in 1987, kind of a synth pop version. They were kind of a techno rock group from the late 80s. I actually liked their cover, and I probably should have featured on my list, but I didn't. The only version I featured was Willie Nelson's, the one I'm featuring today. So, like I said, the song has a long history, and I think that's pretty much everything I have to say about it. Now, I guess I will perform it to karaoke. So, I guess maybe I'll go to Willie Nelson's picture here. And I have to do it an octave higher because he had a very low voice. I can't sing as low as he did. But anyway, here's my performance. Sit back and enjoy. Maybe I didn't love you quite as often as I could have. And maybe I didn't treat you quite as good as I should have. If I made you feel second best, Girl, I'm sorry I was blind. You were always on my mind. You were always on my mind. Maybe I didn't hold you all those lonely, lonely times. And I guess I never told you I'm so happy that you're mine. Little things I should have said and done. I just never took the time. But you were always on my mind. You were always on my mind. Tell me, tell me that your sweet love hasn't died. And give me one more chance to keep you satisfied. I'll keep you satisfied. Little things I should have said and done. I just never took the time. But you were always on my mind. 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 Hey, I think that went pretty well. That was my karaoke performance of Always on My Mind in the style of Willie Nelson. I hope you enjoyed it. So anyway, that completes my feature on this song. You were always on my mind. Here's a little country music. Thank you. Kind of a stereotypical country boy. Anyway, thank you for watching. You guys rock. And I'll see you next time. Bye.